Hi everyone, my name is Patrick, the Frenchy gardener, and I'm here to inspire you to grow your own food, even on small spaces, just like this balcony. Because yes, you can fully grow your own food, even on a small spaces. I'm growing vegetables, fruits, herbs, fully in pots and containers throughout our 4 beautiful seasons. It will reconnect you with your food, with the seasons, but also with biodiversity and our ecosystem. So it's winter right now, so most of the plants are covered with wintering veils or lids to protect them against frost. And even if there is not a lot of activity happening on the balcony garden, it's a great time to start planning spring and summer seasons. So today we're going to talk about planning. We're going to cover different topics, such as why is it better to start your seedlings from seeds versus buying them, but also when to start your seedlings, what should be the ideal date for your climate and your zone. We're going to cover also the big difference between hybrid and heirloom seeds, and also I will recommend you varieties and heirloom varieties which are growing perfectly well in pots and containers. So why is it better to start from seeds versus buying your seedlings? Let's have a seat. First reason is that it will be way cheaper. You will save a lot of money. To give you an example, if you buy tomato seeds, a pack of seeds will cost you around 4-5 euros, dollars. And this pack of seeds will contain 35 seeds. 35 seeds, meaning that you can grow 35 plants. If you buy your seedling in store, basically it will cost you around 4-5 euros, dollars, but it will be only one plant. So basically you're already saving a lot of money by starting from seeds. Second reason is basically the choice. If you go in stores, in most stores you will only find a limited choice. So you will have maybe access to 5 varieties of tomatoes or 5 varieties of lettuce, but actually this is pretty small, because if you start from seeds, you will have access to a huge catalog of hundreds or even thousands of varieties. And these varieties are all different in terms of taste, texture, colors. They all have their own specificities. So if you want to grow really your dream varieties, start from seeds. Third reason, you will be able to control the full process. So by starting your own seeds, you will be absolutely sure that you are not adding any chemicals or any non-healthy products to grow the plants. So you will grow organic plants that is super healthy. And on top of that, you will be able to grow with heirloom seeds and not hybrid ones. And I will explain you later in this video the major difference. And finally, starting from seeds is just the start of a beautiful adventure, because you will be the one sowing this little seed in soil, and you will follow basically the evolution of the plants on several months. So in a way, you will kind of develop, a nice relationship with the plants, and it will be much more rewarding, and you will be super proud of you when you will harvest your first fruits or vegetables. So basically now you're convinced about starting from seeds, right? I hope. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. So I guess the question you might have right now is when to start your seedlings. And actually you will see it's very easy. So you will see on seeds packaging, most of the time there will be an indication. So there will be a month when the seed packaging will tell you, okay, in March you should sow the seeds and start your seedlings. Actually, this is not really accurate, because it is not taking into account your local nuances and your local climate. What you need to look for is your last spring frost date. So now that you know this date, write it down, because with this date you will be able to make an accurate and precise planning on when to start your seedlings. But to be very clear, this date is not the date when you will start your seedlings. You will start your seedlings X weeks before this date. So if you want to grow peppers, start 10 weeks before. Peppers need actually some time to germinate, but also they will need some time to get a maturity stage where the plant will be able to start the production. So 10 weeks before is definitely a good timing. For aubergine eggplants, start 8 weeks before. For tomatoes, basically you can start around 6 weeks before. It's always a good timing. For lettuce, cucumbers or courgettes, start 4 weeks before. You will see it's quite crazy with cucumber or courgette seeds. The seedling will sprout very rapidly and will develop into a big plant actually. So that's why they don't need much preparation time in advance. So 4 weeks before is definitely good. So now that you have your planning according to your location, it's time to look for some seeds. So you can buy your seeds or gently ask a gardener friend to give you some seeds to start. But it's important to start with the right seeds. And that's where I will explain you the major difference between hybrid and heirloom seeds. Let's talk about seeds, baby. Let's talk biodiversity. Welcome back to school in the best outdoor classroom ever. So let's talk about hybrid seeds. Hybrid seeds are basically a combination and a cross-pollination of different varieties. So if we take, for instance, the example of a hybrid tomato variety, it's a combination of a variety A, and this variety is being chosen because it can produce more than the average. Then we have a variety B. This variety has been chosen because it's more resistant to disease. And then a variety C, because this variety is basically having like the perfect round red tomato and has exactly always the same caliber. So this sounds promising, right? Actually, that's not that great. So the variety A, B and C will lead to the creation of this hybrid variety that we can call F1. F1 is, by the way, a label that you can often find on seed packaging to recognize hybrid seeds. So, of course, for the first generation, it will give you like this, like a dream tomato, you know, that you paid for. But if you collect seeds from one tomato to reproduce your own seeds, you will almost never have back the variety and the original variety you paid for. You will have, for instance, a combination of variety A and C, or C and B, or C and A, but never the original variety you paid for. So guess what? You will have to buy again the seeds to have the same variety. So combining several varieties into one is basically putting at risk our biodiversity. There are also a lot of concerns about the nutritional content of these products. With heirloom seeds, you will be able to reproduce the same variety year after year and for free. And most importantly, information will be transmitted from a generation to another, meaning that the new seed you will collect will basically be even more adapted to your growing condition and climate. So start growing with heirloom seeds to protect our biodiversity. You will have access to thousands of unique varieties that you will enjoy growing, and I will give you right now my favorite varieties fully adapted for pots and containers. So why Peace Vine? Because honestly, it's a very easy one to grow. So if you start a garden, start with Peace Vine because it will develop very quickly and it will give you an abundance of cherry tomatoes throughout the whole growing season. And one interesting thing with Peace Vine is that among all the cherry tomato variety, it's one of the richest in terms of vitamin C. In terms of aubergine eggplants, okay, one of my absolute fav, Listada da Gandia. Like honestly, this aubergine eggplant is like one of the most classy one I've ever seen. Like I love like the beautiful stripes and the flesh is extremely soft. So it's like a pleasure for the eyes and also a pleasure for the taste. I also highly recommend you this one. It's called Little Fingers. And this Little Fingers aubergine eggplant variety is also producing a lot of these like little aubergine, and they are all delicious. Honestly, like just on a barbecue, like with like just some herbs and olive oil, delicious. If you ever want to try to grow cucumbers in pots, yes, it's fully possible. And this variety called Midi-Spice is actually one of the best for pots because actually it doesn't grow like huge cucumbers and a huge plant that require, you know, a lot of volume of soil. This one actually produces a lot of small cucumbers and they are super tasty and full of water. So definitely have a try. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy all these gardening tips. Don't forget, of course, to like this video and subscribe to this channel. And of course, I wish you a happy growing and green love to you.